It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. It's been a great day of football to begin the season, and now it's time for our main event. We're off on Sunday night. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Back to throw now, Allen. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down, a run with Barkley. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They've got a man in motion. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Finds McConkey. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They get 4 yards, and it's going to be 4th down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll go. Allen. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. So it'll be another 1st and 10 for him, Brock, down at the opposing 37. They give to Barkley, left side. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Play action now with Allen. And the defender comes away with it. Greg Newsome has it. And the Dolphins will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
1st down, and they go right back to him. This will get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll stick with Achane. Across midfield to the 45. Down the sideline into the red zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Sanders all set to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing here, Allen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Allen to throw. So he chucks this to another county. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Running is Barkley. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now Allen. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Chargers will have a 1st. On the handoff, it's Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he gets him around 6 there. Stops by Chop Robinson. He gets a half dozen on the carry, and that's also going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
This, our last play of the quarter. On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achane. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. That's the end of the 1st quarter and our first Sunday night game of the season. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They start out 2nd and 10. Achane again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Tagovailoa throwing on 4th. Throw is caught by the back. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They went for it and got the 40 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive.
So close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the shotgun, a give to AJ. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's 2nd and 11. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Got his target, it's Hill. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Everyone was set, and at the line, the quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Dolphins are on the move here. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's taken down at the 30.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Now Tua to throw. Has a man, it's Achane. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Tua looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running with Achane out of the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Achane. Takes it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins will add to their lead at the end of the half. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. Sanders all set to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. They'll stick with the ground game here. He's got to gain a 6 there. Javon Holland there to make the stop. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Going play action, Tagovailoa. Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Able to find Achane. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. 3rd down coming. Second half begins with a run by Achane. And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision. One, they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Man in motion out of the slot. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate, but they hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you got to find a way to make a miss in the backfield.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now Tagovailoa to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Achane, a first down carry. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Running left, here's Achane. And they'll stop him after a minimal gain, down to about the 36. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. Achane reels it in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Here's Achane up the middle. Still has room inside the 15. Punches it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins grow the lead coming out of halftime. De'Von Achane with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21. Sanders all set to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He finds McConkey. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Allen on 3rd and 2. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a 2nd half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the 1st play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 32. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Dolphins football. They don't got to do much. They've already earned a massive lead. All set up now for 1st and 10. A-Chain running to the right. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Tua now from the gun. Caught by his back. And he's able to get this down to the 13. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
1st down, here's Tua. Setting up the running back screen. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Dolphins put up even more points in a win. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again. Sanders all set to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, LA. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Keeping it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with A-Chan. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. A-Chain on the inside give. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
2nd and 10 now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's going to run for it. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And he's out of bounds, just a step short of the 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down.
What a hit, and the ball's loose. And the Dolphins got it.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff for A-Chain. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Great defensive effort late, even if this one's decided. Once again, the Chargers electing to go for 2. Allen looking to throw this. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick 6, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline and get out there to defend the 2-point play. But they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
First and 10 now from the 30. They run. It's Achane. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll stick with Achane. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
First down, and they go right back to him. Juke the defender. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He sends this one to the end zone. And they strike for a touchdown on the final play of the game. They didn't need it, but they will take it anyway. The Dolphins have likely locked up the win right there. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign.